Less than 2 months now and counting to the November election, and mail ballots have already been sent out to some voters.
The U.S. Postal Service is now trying to dispel any worry about possible delays with the vote-by-mail process. Stephen Goen joins us live at a post office in West Houston with more for us. Stephen.
Maya, Len, we all know that Houston has had its fair share of mail problems, but Postal Service leaders are saying they are prepared to handle this vote-by-mail process in November. Still, election officials across the country, they are not convinced.
With the general election now less than 50 days away,
let me be clear. The Postal Service is ready to deliver the nation's mail-in ballots.
Today, Postmaster General Louis Dejoy made that pledge in a news conference describing the, quote, extraordinary measures he says USPS will take to deliver mail-in ballots on time.
In retail operations, post offices may establish dedicated line for ballot postmarks and drive-through ballot drop operations. Delivery and transportation operations will make additional deliveries and collections to ensure timely delivery of ballots.
Still, those assurances come amid concern. Earlier this month, the National Association of Secretaries of State sent a letter to DeJoy questioning USPS election preparedness.
A day can be the critical difference between a ballot counting and not counting.
The association sounding the alarm over potential mail delays and reports of undelivered election mail. Association President Steve Simon is Minnesota's Secretary of State.
Our plea to the U.S. Postal Service is we need them to be on top of their game when it comes to staffing, training, other policies that will make sure that we can maximize speed for elections-related mail.
In July, the Postal Service Office of Inspector General released an audit report on election mail readiness, finding USPS processed mail-in ballots on time 97 to 98% of the time in the most recent spring elections. Still, that audit found there were issues with election mail procedures that could pose a risk of individual ballots not being counted. The OIG making a list of 10 recommendations in that audit. Today, DeJoy said USPS is complying with them.
Now, one of those recommendations includes putting a pause on network modernization efforts, like the ones we saw here in Houston that we know inadvertently led to a lot of delays. Today, we asked the postmaster about that. He said that USPS is halting some of those modernization efforts, but some of those efforts are ongoing. He claimed those ongoing efforts would not impact the November election. We're live today in Houston. Stephen Goen, KHOU 11 News.
Moving quickly to try and get ready for the election. Almost here. Stephen Goen with the latest. Thank you.